Hello. So, time for the next book. And you're going to be seeing me review a few of this author's books. But the first book I ran into from this author is called Savage Love by Dan Savage. Dan started out as a sexual advice columnist. He became popular with fringe newspapers in big cities. So in Toronto, the fringe newspaper Now carried his column. And then it began being picked up by more local papers. In the US, it was covered in major cities. And after 6 or 7 years, this book is a compilation of approximately 300 letters and his responses. So, interestingly, Dan wrote, because people would say, "How are you qualified?" And he said, "I am giving advice. Anyone can give advice." And then, in a very humorous way, he defines what is advice and what is giving. And he is giving advice. His columns were irreverent, funny, touching, sometimes serious. In the book, he very wisely, instead of just running the columns in chronological order, he broke them up by subject. So whatever the subject matter might be, whether it's gay sex, non-gay sex, lesbian sex, men on women, women on men, whatever. He broke it up so each chapter is themed, and then the letters are chronological. And of course, some of them are just silly fun. But what's interesting is watching, because I've been reading his columns ever since I stumbled on this book. I was working from home. I had TV on, local TV, and on the noon news, they were interviewing him because he was doing a book tour for his Savage Love book in Toronto. And I thought, wow, he's well-spoken, interesting. So I headed out to my local gay bookstore, and lo and behold, there was his book. Picked it up, loved it, read it. I've loaned it out to different friends over the years to help them with their issues. And as I pointed out to them, you don't have to read the whole book. You can pick the chapter that applies to you. And I said there will be funny answers, there will be serious answers, but every answer will give advice that's helpful. And then over the years, his column evolved to an online column where people could give immediate feedback. He could give immediate feedback, and it became more of a dialogue. And today he is respected as one of the foremost sexual advisors in North America. He speaks at colleges and universities and town halls right across the country. Fascinating man. I highly recommend this book, and several of his other books we're going to be talking about in the future. So have a great day, and bye for now.